Hello? Hello, I'm here. Ugh. Get out. Whew. Hello, peeps. How you doing? You alright? Been busy today. Been hectic. See me earlier? Been very hectic. Very hectic day. Who's first on board? Oh, hello, Jazz. How you doing? You alright? Who was first? Who was first on tonight? How you all doing? You alright? Hello, Sarah Lou. Sarah, I'm glad you're on, Sarah Lou. I'll explain why in a bit. I'll explain why I wanted to speak to you in a little bit. Something I'm going to do tonight. Hello, Lauren. How you doing? Here you come. Here you are. Well, not one of you watched me earlier, did you? It was shit, to be honest. Hello, Polly. How you doing? Did any of you tune in to the football earlier? Actually, it didn't work very well. I don't understand. Actually, you can probably help me. Right. When I do this at 7 o'clock, do you lot, oh, you did lot, I'll talk to you about it. Do you lot get a notification saying Gerry K's gone live? Is that what happens? Yeah, I know you do. And I should have taken your advice, Ian, shouldn't I? I should have taken your advice. I should have just relaxed a little bit, shouldn't I, before that third attempt? I needed just to chill out because I got beaten by 174. He got 174, I got 115, didn't I? And I could have bridged that gap, I think, if I just relaxed. Hello, Kim. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Karis. Karis, got your poem. I've done it. Hello, Samantha. You watched as well earlier, did you? What I didn't understand was I tried to watch the others live and I couldn't. So how could you watch me live? That's what I want to know. Did you get a notification saying Gerry K's going live? That's what I want, or is that what Sam's saying yes to? Because earlier I tried to watch the other players and I couldn't watch any of them. And I don't understand. Don't understand it. Hello, Steve. Steve was there. Steve and Ian were both there, cheering me on earlier. I didn't see you on, actually, Ian. I didn't see that message. My daughter didn't tell me until I'd finished, basically. If I'd seen your message, I had 15 minutes. I could have just relaxed into it a bit, couldn't I? I should have spread them all out, I think. But anyway, it's too late now. But they're still going on. And do you know what? Seriously, that Euro 2020 thing, me and a guy were seriously talking about rolling that out as a bit of a business. Do you know what I mean? I think it's got legs. What do you reckon? Maybe do it on a regional basis, or an age. Definitely age, because there was a definite difference between the older guys and the younger guys. Without a doubt, there's a difference. Clear difference. One guy got 709. Guy, 709 he got. 28, I think he is. 709. No one got 499. Hello, Lorraine, how you doing? Hello, Samantha. So anyway, how are you people? You all right? I've got something a bit different I want to do tonight. See, Sarah Lou, I was... hello, Suzanne. How are you? Long time no speak. Leslie, my quiz friend. See, Leslie Ann Finlayson. You see this lady here, Leslie Ann Finlayson? We met on a TV show, on a quiz show called Question Jury, didn't we? Back in, when was that now? 2015, was it? So maybe, is that 5 years? Jesus, 5 years ago. I think it was 2015, I think. It was maybe 16. But yeah, we met on a thing called the Question Jury, didn't we, Leslie Ann? And we both won. Another Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay. How you doing? Hello, Lindsay. You all right, love? Not quite beating me, are you, on the old... is it the quiz or the word blitz we're playing? I can't remember which it is. Hello, Melanie. How you doing? Leslie, thank you, Leslie Ann. Thank you. Question Jury was a great show, wasn't it, Paul? Wasn't it a great show? But no one really... I don't know. I thought it was a great show. I mean, not just because I was on it, but I just thought the format, I thought it was brilliant. But no one really... well, they didn't keep it up, did they? Was it ITV or Channel 4? I can't remember. But they didn't go on with it, did they, Paul? You know, it's a shame, I thought. I thought it was great. Did you actually see me on it, Paul? I can't remember if we've discussed this. But it was a good show. In fact, you lot, I bet you've never even heard of it, have you? If you get the chance, Question Jury. If you get the chance, yeah, look it up. Sarah Lou, what? Sorry, Sarah, yes. Right, so Sarah, you, what was I doing? It was only just now. It must have been your page on Facebook, your Facebook page, Sarah. And you posted that sort of, what they call chain things, you know. And the one was, can you fill this out without lying? Can you fill this out without lying? Some of you will have had it on your Facebook already. Which, farming, Leslie, farming. Yeah, you watched it, Polly, did you? Did you see me? Did you see me on it? Well, I was on Leslie Amazon. We were on the same show. We both won. I think Leslie was the second winner, I think. I was about fourth or fifth. So I'm a bit tired today. Can you see I'm tired? Tired. That blind knackered me out. Oh, Christine, how you doing? Anyway, sorry, I didn't feel... Yeah, so... Hello, Ashley, you all right? You've been knackered, mate? You recovered? So, yeah, Sarah Lou's on here. It's got this thing on her page. It's, can you fill this out without lying? And basically, It's 28 questions, right, about yourself, and you got to tell the truth. So what I'm going to do is, for one of the quizzes today, the questions are 1 to 28, and you can pick a number, and I will answer that question, and I will answer it 100% truthfully, right? I promise that. Hello, Wayne. Yeah, you're late again. Not about the brothers too long. Hello, Sonia. How are you? How are you, Sonia? You well? What's it, Sonia? When you come on, you say hello, then it says you're watching. Some people do that. They come on, then they sort of come on again, and there's a little wavy thing. What's that about? Why is that coming on? Why has that happened twice? Explain yourselves. I was a start. I thought, Leslie Ann, you've put, oh, you were. I thought the next word was going to be twat. Of course, I saw Leslie just the other day. What you won't know is Leslie and I, yes, we're on a quiz show, but you saw it, Wayne, did you? I didn't know that. But we saw each other outside the grocer's the other day, didn't we, Leslie Ann? Keeping apart, weren't we? But we were there, you and our respective spouses. Sonia, what are you thanking me for? I mean, thank you for thanking me. What are you thanking me for? Speaking about thanking you for thanking me, right? Oi, you can never get too many thank yous in a day, Sonia. Thank you. You know, when you're in your car, like, I'm very polite, and I hate rude people, right? And I'm over. If there's anything that's being over-mannered, that's what I am. You know, sometimes you're in your car and you've pulled over to let someone through, and they've thanked you, and then you've thanked them for thanking you, haven't you? And sometimes I think, well, you're going to thank me for thanking you for thanking. You know what I mean? Manners cost nothing, does it? Do you know what I mean? I just want to be thanked again, really, because I've thanked him. He thanked me for letting him in. I've thanked him. I've thanked him for thanking me. Now, he really should thank me for thanking. You know what I'm saying? Jerry, when you watch someone live, you get the option to get a notification every time they go live. When you watch someone live, I'm just going to every time they go live. Oh, but you've got to watch them live first. But what if they've never gone live before? Then I get you, Ian. What if they've never gone live before? How's that work? No idea what you've done. We're just British and polite. We are, Sonia, aren't we? You first, then. What was the last thing you had in your mouth? I said we'd do. I said we'd wait, didn't I? I said we'd wait. The quiz, Sarah. You've jumped the gun. As soon as you've asked, my finger. Actually, I'm a bit naughty. I bite my nails, and the last thing I did was bit my nail because I did think to myself, "Bloody hell, Jerry, you're going on live and you're just bitting your nail, you bloody animal." So it was my finger, my thumb specifically. Hello, Christine. No delay tonight. What you normally? What do you mean delay as in time lag? Because you're in Tiptree. Oh, you're not in Tiptree. Are you actually in Tiptree? You're not in Tiptree, are you? Well, you're close, I know. But so, Sarah, yes, in answer to your question. So there's a lot of questions like that, Pete. So when I do the competitions tonight, the quizzes, you get a chance to pick a number, and it'll be a number to a question. It won't be as well. You know, whatever it is, I'll answer it, and I will answer it honestly. I would not lie to you, good people. So tonight, what's going on? The usual. Oh, honourable mention. Who mentioned it last night? Oh, Tolls at Nights. Yeah, same difference. Someone mentioned it last night. Who was it? It was Ricky Lightley who comes on here. He might be on here later. He mentioned Luther Vandross would have been 69 today. So I think, you know, I think a lot of you are good old soul heads, aren't you? From the back in the day. Never too much, never too much. Love has truly, and all that. Well, anyway, it would have been 69 today. But when Luther died, right, they didn't make much of it in this country, did they? I remember seeing it on page 5 in one of the newspapers. And I thought, well, you know, I thought it was worthy of more. Really? That's all. Got the others come from Monaco. Yes. Oh, that's right, Wayne. Yeah. Yeah. What's my favourite? Strawberry, Paul, is my favourite Wilkins jam flavour, followed by plum. But when I say strawberry, I don't mean little scarlets, which are actually more expensive. No, actual strawberry, mate. No, does anyone else have a favourite jam flavour? Wilkins jams. Sorry, Bill. Yeah, you're me and that pen, Bill. I need to hold something, mate. I need to hold something. I'm one of those. I've got, you know, I'm one of those people. You know what I mean? That's why I bite my nails. Do that. No, the doctor didn't know. You're quite right, sir. And they tried to talk me out of it, didn't they? On the quiz, do you remember? They tried to talk me out of it. They were saying that France was bordered by only 7 countries or 8. I can't remember if it was 8 or 9 off the top of my head. But whatever it was, that guy, remember the Asian guy? He was saying no, because he was saying Monaco isn't a country. I'm saying it's a country, mate. He wouldn't have it. He nearly talked me out of it. But luckily, I stuck to my guns, Wayne. Didn't I? And came away with a dosh. I wish I still had that now. Bloody hell. Hello, Jennifer. How are you, Jennifer? You've been coming on quite regularly. Hello, Tracy. How you doing? Jenny, the wedding's off. The wedding's off. Not ours, obviously. But the wedding's off. You know what I'm talking about. What a shame. Put it in your diary for our friend was getting married in June or July. I can't remember which. But anyway, she's not now because of obviously because of this corona and all that. You know, so a bit sad, isn't it? But it's deferred to next year. So you know, good because I didn't have anything to wear, and people get a bit funny if you go to weddings naked. People get a bit wound up, don't they? So gives me a chance to save up. So we've got to say save up. How can we save up? We've only made 2 save, have we? This is the thing. Eating into my resources now. Been on the old universal credit. Takes quite a bit of filling in, I can tell you. Don't know when. Don't know. Who knows? Lucky escape, Sarah. From what? I've forgotten stuff. You know me. I've forgotten. Gooseberry chutney is fab. Blimey. You have to live down that way, wouldn't you? To be a fan of hot gooseberry chutney, you got to live near there. Faye Morgan Kern. This is a new name to me. NHS. You. These people, the NHS things. Do you work for them in some way or form? Or is it just a, you know, you're just supporting? Which is it? Pam Ford. Very funny Pam Ford. One of the first female comedians I think I ever met. Very funny lady. We did a pub. We gigged in a pub, didn't we? Over Easham way, Egham, over that way. They were a little bit racist, Pam, weren't they? Do you remember? They were a little bit naughty, weren't they? I thought I was going to have to go back with some chaps and have a bit of a dust up. Because they were a little bit rude. Well, one of them was, wasn't he? Remember him, the skinhead who walked across the front of me? Hey, remember him, Pam? Back in the day. How many years ago was that, Pam? What, we going back, 17, 16 years? It's a long time ago. Sam, you work for Wilkins Jam? Do you? Sure. Hello, Loretta. How are you, my love? What were we talking about the other day? Why did we talk? I can't remember. We need to talk about that. Ian Smith supporter. Pep. Switzerland, good evening, Pep. Did you see it earlier? I've let Switzerland down. But I should say, the Swiss. I'm sure there's loads of you watching. I've let you down. I was representing you in the Keep Me Happy Championships, and I went out today. I went out with 115, got beaten by Denmark, got 174. I'm sorry. Sorry, it was poor show. I know, Pam, it was awful. But hey, it was all right. We still did it, though, didn't we? The pink point is, we stood on that stage and we did our thing, didn't we? We made him laugh, right? That's what I say, right? We sorted it out, didn't we? Me and you. Hey? Julie Holland's work. Oh, that's what it means, is it? That means, okay. So that young lady who was on before, whose name escapes, come back, come round so I see your name again. All you NHS people. Holly Hunter, that's right, Loretta, yes. Holly Hunter. So Loretta was asked, right. So as you all know, or most of you know, those who are new may not. I'm writing a book about my life, and we were talking about who should play me, who should play everyone. Anyway, Loretta is a name from my childhood, and she was just saying who should play her. Now, if you know Loretta, you'll know she's tiny. Well, she certainly was. Well, I'm sure she still is. So I just said Holly Hunter. I thought it was a good shout, you know. And Loretta was happy about that. So we agreed on that. Holly Hunter. Russ, those of you who grew up with me, in fact, you don't have to have grown up with me because you're in my life now. So I might extend it. If I extend the book, we did, Pam. If I extend the book, who's going to play you? Who's going to play you, Russ? Who's going to play you, Wayne? Who's going to play you, Julie? Who's going to play you, Pam? Who's going to play you in the film of the book of my life? Think about it. It's got to be someone tall for you, Pam, isn't it? Who's quite tall? I can't think. Who'll play you, Samantha? You work at the A&E Royal London. Oh, well, good work. Hello, Stefan. How you doing? Another blast from the past, as it were. Right, shall we get on with the quizzes? I don't know where to start tonight. Let's do the Who Am I first. Shall we get that out of the way? Let's do that. Who am I? Right, this is how it works. I'll give you some facts about somebody famous or infamous. And you just tell me who it is. And whoever guesses who it is gets to pick a page out of a sick joke book. That's not a bad shout. She's a very pretty woman, Samantha. Dawn French. Very pretty voice. Very lovely face. So here we go. Right, this is the book. You know what to do. Do not pick page 4. I will not read a joke from page 4. The regulars know exactly why I'm saying that. Just don't. So anyway, who am I? Here we go. I was born in 1989, but I died tragically in 2014. So, how old was that make it? 25? 25. Oh, blimey. So, I'll say that again. Hello, Alison. How you doing? How's your makeup going, love? I was born in 1989, but I died tragically in 2014. Who am I? I'll leave that with you for a sec. Don't look it up. No. Not Amy Winehouse. She was 27 when she went. So, yeah. So she would have been 25, maybe 24. But who is it? Who am I? Anyway, Lauren, you can't win. You've won enough. Lauren and Paul between them basically got this sewn up. Richard Minnis. Hello, Rich. How you doing, mate? Richard Minnis. How are you? Out of Bounds comedy, folks. Richard Minnis. If you're in around the Kent, Surrey area, that part, sort of south home counties, I think you do some others. You do north as well. I think you got a couple. Anyway, Richard Minnis, Out of Bounds comedy. Go and see his stuff because he books me, which makes him a great promoter in my book. No, not Heath Ledger. It's Heath, not Keith, by the way, Alison. No. So I'll give you another clue. So, I was born in 1989. I died in 2014 tragically. This might do it. My mother also died tragically in 2000. So 14 years for her death, her mother also died tragically. Who we got? I'm playing the pen again, aren't I? Who we got, guys? Born in 89, died in 2014. Died tragically. And I know, Alison. Don't use the swipe keyboard, do you? That's my nutting. Paul Octavius. Lauren, Matt, you two. Honestly, you two. Do my nutting, you two. I don't know what to say. Well done, Paul. You got it. You got it. Paul got it. Just ahead of Lauren. You two should get together and on some sort of quiz show or something. No, they've got it. It was Peaches Geldof. Peaches Geldof. The other clues I was going to give is my father could be described as a pioneer for his charitable work. I have a half-sister whose father also tragically died. And the last clue was, I sound like I belong in a tree, so on a tree or in a tin. That was the Annie Walker. And do you realise you're named after the first barmaid in Coronation Street? Rover's Return. Owner, not barmaid, beg your pardon. Hello, Gary. How you doing? Right. Paul or Lauren, I suppose. Well, Paul got it. Paul, what page, mate? What page? Not page 4. You wasn't thinking of dead... Oh, you was just thinking of... What? Bugger. I was just thinking of dead people. Well, she's dead. She died in 2000. What are you talking about, Alison? Alison, you've been on the Vino, love. She's dead. I was just thinking of dead. You're right to just be thinking of dead people, because she is dead. 26. Should we probably... Oh, funny. That's funny, Lauren. Yeah. That's weird. It's weird, isn't it? Right, here we go. Okay, some Stevie Wonder again. Okay, here we go. What does Stevie Wonder's wife do when they've had a row? She rearranges the furniture. There you go. Not great, is it, that one? Not great. I don't write them, do I? It's not even that offensive, that one, is it, really? Probably does happen, in truth. Oh, is he still married? I know he was. Probably does happen. He don't care. He drives a car, doesn't he, Stevie Wonder? I think he's blind at all. I think it was a publicity stunt. That's just me. What do I know? So, peeps. Should we do... let's do the film. What's the subject of page 4? Subject of page 4, Paul, I will tell you. Basically, it's... I don't think it's the subject matters so much. It's a one-off joke. You might remember Simon Weston. I'll just leave that with you, Paul. You might remember Simon Weston. It's a one-off gag. It's not particularly funny, to be fair. But it's just a bit... I don't know. It's just not funny. It's just not... It wasn't worthy of me reading out in your show. And this is your show, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm just here. I'm just the medium, if you like. But it's your show. That's how I like to think about it. You loyal band of followers. Music time. Music time. Let's do it. Play a tune. You need to give me the artist and the song. And whoever does that gets to pick who my next guest will be. Well, my next guest is Shakin' Stevens, actually. So after that. So I did have a song lined up. And I've gone and moved it nice. So give me a second. Give me a second, people. Oh, what was it? I'm annoyed. I've annoyed myself now. Oh, I just saw it. Where's it gone? Bear with me, folks. Very unprofessional, and I apologise. I'm very unprofessional, aren't I, really? That's why I'm not on telly. In fact. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, folks. Come on. Share, forgot. You hear this? Hello, Sue. Who is it, people? I know why you're saying that, Samantha. No, I know why you're saying that. Who was it? So, who was that? Song and artist, please. Who was it? Think you're struggling, aren't you? Think you're struggling tonight. Remember, whoever wins it. No. I know why you're thinking that. Even though it's not called SOS. But anyway. Oh, Alison Murray. Oh. Oh. Oh, Trace. Tracy's got it. Tracy's got it. Bruno Mars, correct. Locked Out of Heaven. Tracy. Tracy's got Tracy Hughes. Hello, Tracy. How you doing? Tracy gets the pick. No, it's Locked Out of Heaven. Bruno Mars, she got it. She got it. You love Bruno Mars, Wayne. Don't give me that, mate. You love a bit of Bruno. Hey? He's a little fella. I can't stick him. He annoys me. Don't know why. It winds me up. But, Tracy, well done. Hello, Tony. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for popping in to the 7 o'clock show. You've missed a couple of competitions, but there's still a couple left. I've still got a film to do. No, there's one left, isn't there? Just a film left to do. Then I've got the poem to read, which tonight is first day of school, as picked by my lovely daughter, Carish, yesterday. So, yeah. But you've missed a lot of stuff. The riff, yeah, it's the riff, isn't it? I'd never thought that before. Yeah, you're very close, Alison, weren't you? Your time will come. Hello, Hannah. Hannah, do we know each other? Fill me in. Fill me in. If we do, apologise. You're not a comedian, are you? I don't think you're a comedian. Have we met at a gig? Or are you just friends on here? Are you a friend of a friend? Or were you invited to a party by one of your friends? Whatever it is, just tell me. Tell me how I know you. I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Sue, where did we meet, Sue? Milton Keynes, wasn't it? That gig in Milton Keynes, I believe. What is the photograph behind me? People often ask this, Lorraine. It's a picture of my third daughter. It's a picture of Erin. And that's her school picture. I think it's a year, I presume. I don't know. It might be all of them. I don't know. She went to a girls' school, so there wouldn't be that many there, would there? But probably a year, I imagine. I don't know. Hello, Aaron. How you been? You all right, mate? Hope you're well. How are you down there in the west? You good? Good man. Aaron, what's her name? Minty. I've got the right... I'm on the right track here, am I? Am I on the right track? If I am, you know what I'm talking about. Minty. Stick to boxing. What are we talking about now? What have I done now? Hello, Betty. How are you, Betty? Nice. Hello, Rich. You all right, mate? How are you? I was talking about you. I mentioned Luther Vandross. I mentioned... Hello, Abby. You all right? Shut up, Abby. What were you doing earlier? I mentioned something you'd done earlier. Fannying about online. I mentioned it. I said hello. You didn't say hello back. Rude. But you're here, I suppose, so I'll let you off. Have you missed a couple? Or not? Did you miss yesterday's? I seem to think you've missed one or two. I know. You off, Samantha? See you later, my darling. Is it that time already? Blimey. Christ. Yes, we met in Crete. Yes. It's lovely, isn't it? I know, I borrowed Steve's, but yes, Sue Stathers, this young lady here. I did a gig in Milton Keynes. The guy who was coming with the sound equipment got stuck on the motorway. So this young lady very kindly got her husband to come down with his speakers and equipment. What a guy. What a top man. It's all right, Lorraine. It's all right, Lorraine. Right, time's getting on, so I need to do stuff. Shall we do... Let's get the quizzes out of the way, then I'll do the other stuff. We've been sulking for, Abby. What's going on? Right, this is the film, right? You know how it works. I'm going to enact a film. Sometimes I'll do a bit from a film. But tonight I'm enacting a film, right? So just look at what I'm doing. See if you're going to get it, right? Here we go. What's that film? What film was I enacting there, folks? Get the film, and you get to choose. I get lost about who chooses what. The film is the poem, isn't it? Film is a poem. I should write this down, really. So the film chooses the poem. The song chooses the guest, which you've not done yet, Trace. And yeah, and Who Am I gets the book. Done it. No, it's not Frozen. No, not Parent. It's a film, not a song, Abby. Or unless you're still talking about the song, which was Bruno Mars. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're messing around. You playing around, Abby? Come on now. What was a film? What did I do? Think about what I did. It's like this night. What's that? I looked around. That pair. Sorry, Bill. You're sorry. It's doing my nutting, to be honest. I know, you know, dear Abby. Come on in. What's the film? Do the film, then I'll do the poem. Then I'll do the excerpt from the book. Then we'll all go dogging. Looking over your shoulder. Yes, I was. Yeah, I was. Hello, Tony Demure. What a great name, Tony Demure. Oh, Kim Spain. Legend. A legend of our time. Kim Spain. Backdraft. Backdraft. Well done, Kim. Well done, Kim. Good work. Good work. So, let me write this down. Kim. Song was Tracy. So, Pretty Woman. Yeah, you're close. Lauren, close. So, well done, Kim. Kim Spain, you get to choose the poem for tomorrow. Tracy, we're waiting on the guests for... I've still got... Yeah, you're right. I've got a bit of a backlog, haven't I? I've got Cher. It's popping in. Then Shaking Stevens. So, Tracy, actually, you might want to just hold your horses, if you like. You got a bit of time. Dogging, is that okay with social distancing? No, it isn't. Never heard of it. Never heard of Backdraft, Karis. Oh, bless you. When was that, people? 84? No, I just plucked that out of the air. I don't know. It's not. It was the Baldwins, wasn't it? Billy Baldwin, the best looking of the Baldwin boys. He was it. He was it. Whitney. Oh, Christ, I'm Whitney. I'll tell you what, I can't do them all. I'll tell you what, Whitney or Cher. I can't do both of them. I can't do Whitney and Cher, can I? Because they share dresses, for Christ's sake. Share dresses. Don't worry, I'll do them. I will do it. Well, can you let me off Cher? Because the stuff she wears, I've had a look. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do Cher. You didn't win, Abby. If I'm going to do Cher, I'd love to do that, though. It'll be Cher from the 1970s, when she still wore clothes. You know? Thieves, thieves, tramps and thieves, when a diddly she thieves, tramps and thieves, that one. Back then. It's the only I've ruined the song. It's the only one I bloody know. I've just ruined it, no. Right. Yeah, got the film, we've got all that. It's stuff time. Poem. Let's do the poem. What do you think? Do more ones in one show? Jesus. Have you seen how knackered I get? Can you imagine? Whitney and... I'd have to do a costume change, wouldn't I? Mid-show. Can you imagine? Don't imagine. Don't imagine that. It's not if you've eaten. Or want to again. So, yeah, I'm going to do the poem in a minute when this bleeding computer stops playing up. Here we go. Thieves, thieves, tramps and thieves. Thieves. He's right. Here we go, it's here. So the poem, as requested by Karis, I'm assuming still here. Where's Gabby tonight? Oh, Gabby. Right, so, here we go. Poem, First Day at School. Do you remember that, guys? First Day at School? It's a little while ago, wasn't it? For all of us, let's be honest. So here we go. First Day at School. There are hundreds of people in there. 1,000, probably more. Okay, it's less than 100, but that's how it looks through the door. And look at them, they all look like giants. The smallest must be 6'1". Okay, the tallest is 5'2". God, the torment's already begun. I've got my books, but will I get strange looks because they're covered in wrapping paper? I've got a penguin bar that I got from the car, but I promised Mum I'd eat that later. Here, miss, here, miss, here, miss, here. My turn's coming round soon. Make sure you get this first test right or you'll look like a buffoon. Here, miss. Phew, thank God for that. Yes, I nailed it in one. Now that's enough lessons for one kid to bear. When do we start having fun? Yes, someone says from the back of the room. How hard is it just to say here? I'm not going to laugh along with the rest, but for now I'll just steer clear. See, I don't want to latch onto a guy who's failed his first test. There'll be time for magnanimous gestures when I establish myself as the best. For now, I'll just keep my head down and try my best not to stand out. I'll not make any bold moves till I've sussed out what it's all about. I'm standing in the playground, all alone for now. As is everyone, it seems, makes me wonder how. People make friends at all, and yet somehow we do. So I make a decision to be the one to make the initial move. Who do you support, I say, to a boy stood by the wall? Always a good icebreaker, the subject of football. Of course, it didn't occur to me, not in my wildest dreams, that the answer could possibly be that he supported another team. As it happens, he didn't, much to my relief. I made my move and now I've found a new friend, I believe. We chatted more throughout the day, me and my new friend Eddie. In fact, too much, according to Miss. I've got detention already. So day one is done, that was fun. Now time to meet our mothers. And me and Eddie will be there too, a little later than the others. I'll take a look back at the building as I walk along with Mum, a place that will be my second home for many years to come. So that's the day under my belt. My first day I've survived. School's a breeze, I passed with ease. It's a doddle being 5. There you go, guys. That was my first day at school. That's for you, Caris. Hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, who knows? It's down to Kim. Was it Kim when it was choosing the poem, I believe? Down to Kim tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Do share at start, then I had her close at the end for Whitney. Sorted. Christ. I've got an editorial director on board here. Look at this. Do you like the poem, guys? Thank you. I like it when you like my poems, you know. I like that. I like that. It's good fun. It's good fun. Don't forget to keep tuning in to football, people, by the way. I say keep. I don't think most of you are bothered, to be honest. It's not really about the football. I'm thinking of rolling this out, by the way. Seriously, this keep me uppy thing. I'm thinking of rolling it out, but I'll talk more about that when I've got some investors. Some chance. But, right. Very nice. Well, thank you, Caris. Maybe write that one in a children's book. I think it would do well. Do you think? It is a children's book. Well, you want me to write a children's book. I'm struggling to write. This book I'm going to read you excerpts from. It doesn't say when I started writing. It probably does somewhere, doesn't it, in the notes I bet. But it's about 10 years ago, I think I started. So I'm going to do it. Start with a book. Eddie Shove. Gerry K. Eddie Shove. No, not Eddie Shove, mate. No, it wasn't a real... I didn't even give that thought. Eddie's a year older than me, though. But no, it wasn't a real person, mate. I made Eddie up because it rhymed with something else that, you know, ready, steady. I can't remember now. But yeah, no, Eddie was fictitious, mate. I was using poetic license there, Gary. I need to remind myself what Eddie rhymed with there. Already. It rhymed with already. That's why I used it. Yeah. Could have been Neddy. But that's a stupid name, let's be honest. Could have been Freddie, couldn't it? Doesn't matter. Tomorrow's birthday's Iggy Pop. I think you should dress up as him. No, Richard, because you didn't win the quiz, did you? And tomorrow is... it might be Share Day. What day is it tomorrow? Tuesday. Share Day tomorrow. Possibly sharing to Whitney, but probably not. But who knows? You never know. I might sing, you know, because as you know, I'm a great singer. So I might go from a bit of Share into Whitney like that. Do you believe in love? A few stolen moments, thieves, tramps and thieves. I will always love. I believe in... See what I did there? Segued. Seamless, wasn't it? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. I'll get done by Facebook because it was such a good rendition. They get the ump with me. Afterwards, they tell me off. Anyway. Shall I do an excerpt from my book? Right, let me explain for those people who don't know and think I'm just being self-indulgent. Culture Club. Yeah. I'll just be the drummer, black guy on the drums. Yeah, for those who just think I'm being self-indulgent. Well, most of you know where I come from. You know about my background. I grew up in Tolsbury, blah, blah, blah. People always say, oh, why were you there? That's really odd. That's really interesting. So I started to write a book, right? Years ago, started to write a book. What was that wow to, Trace? And this is a book. And I did say, rather than talk about my childhood, which people always know about, I'll read excerpts from the book. So I started it last night. Hello, Kathy. I started it last night. Thanks, Bill. And I got as far as talking about my foster father. So I'll just catch you up with that. So my foster father was named Stan. He was an East Londoner evacuated out of Walthamstow, ironically where I live now, in the... when did they come down? Well... the 40s, obviously, daft bastard, it was the war. So evacuated out of Walthamstow into Tolsbury, into the village. They couldn't have children, decided they would like to foster. Thank you, Wace. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? A place called Tolsbury, Abigail's where I grew up. I decided to foster. My real parents decided they wanted to foster me out for a number of reasons I'm not entirely sure. And I ended up in Tolsbury. So I started writing a book about it because it was a quaint beginning for me. So here we go. So as I was saying, just to catch up, my foster dad, yeah. So I'll read you the last bit of the last paragraph, then I'll go. He was a kind, gentle, uncomplicated man who just wanted to watch football and cricket, smoke and drink, and tend to his 2 allotments when the fancy took him. There was a dog-eared black and white picture of him playing for the village first 11. He looked so handsome and proud in his whites and padded up, ready to bat. Sadly, this is one of the only 2 pictures I recall of him, but at least he was happy and standing proud. That's how I'm happy to remember him. Okay. His allotments were our bonding ground. I'd accompany him armed with nothing other than a shovel, and when there I would delight in digging big holes and standing in them. He'd pretend I was helping, but we both knew that I was just hindering his path from obscurity to the village's largest marrow prize. The allotments were no more than half a mile apart, but when you're a small 6-year-old, 100 metres seems like a mile, so we would cycle, providing we didn't have too much to carry in our custom-made baskets. I remember one day, when my bike was out of service, having to ride in Uncle Stan's basket. I expect that I looked like to the posher villagers, like an aubergine. The others would never have heard of an aubergine. It was a very working-class village. As I grew older and had more demands, these allotments were the place where I would get Uncle Stan alone and ask him for things I knew full well Aunt Em wouldn't let me have or do. But he was a weak man, so would often agree only then to collapse upon interrogation from Aunt Em. On these occasions, I hated him. After all, it was only an extra half hour down the scout hut or in Simon Ollie's garage or down the youth club. But oh no, if she decided this wasn't going to happen for whatever spurious reason, then he would capitulate and side with her, rendering all my efforts completely pointless. I'm sure she had her reasons, largely that she feared any harm coming to me and having to explain my demise to my real parents. Nonetheless, no kid appreciates missing the party everyone else attended, especially the weird and odd kids. There's not much more that angers a child than having smelly Gary telling tales of the night before when you know full well everyone hates him. This was, I'm sure, one of the reasons my cherry was lost sometime later than all my mates. Well, that... Oh, shit, excuse me. Sorry. Well, that and about 45 others, if I'm honest. So that's another little bit from the book. I hope that made sense. Hello, Sandy. How you doing? There's a little bit. I don't read this before I read it to you, by the way. And bearing in mind I wrote this a long time ago. So as I'm reading it, it's a little bit surprising to me. Not, it's obviously the truth. But I'm thinking, oh, do I want to talk about that to everybody? But it's too late now. I have, basically. So, yeah, I don't know what you gleaned from that. I think that my foster dad was a little bit henpecked, shall we say, by my foster mum, who was an Edwardian tyrant. Lovely woman, don't get me wrong, but, you know, she ruled with a rod of iron, as they say. But more about that in the coming days as I read excerpts from the book. Some of you might be surprised by something like that. By the way, Sandy is my brother-in-law. Hello, Sandy, who's got 2 lovely kids. Can I do bedtime stories for you? Yes, Pep. Why don't you get in touch with me? When's your bedtime, Pep? I think that's what we need to establish. Tell me when your bedtime is, and then we can arrange for me to do you a bedtime story. How's that? That sounds fair enough, doesn't it? All right? It might be now, in which case, obviously, I've just done it, haven't I? Yeah, Sandy's brother-in-law, by the way, and he's got 2 lovely children. He's just a little boy, Jackson, and his little girl, Alexis. What's Alexa? Sorry, Sandy, I've forgotten. 1 or 2. Anyway, lovely kids, and he's a proud new dad. So well done, Sandy. It's good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Do you remember my Auntie Mary? I do remember Auntie Mary, Christine. I do remember. She was Kevin's mum, and obviously Wayne's auntie. And your auntie, of course. Yeah, I remember her very well. I used to go down there. Kevin would always eat soup. Kevin was a boy in the village, and lovely little lad. He's Christine's cousin. Lovely lad. Quite a unassuming young lad, quite a shy young lad. A little bit chubby he was, wasn't he? And so we'd always put him in goal when we played football. He was quite a good keeper, though, to be fair. And he ate soup a lot. He loved Heinz tomato soup. Always had his face in a bowl of soup. Is he still eating soup, Christine? Does he still? Hello, Buster. Is he still eating soup? Do you see him often? Let me know. Hello, Oz. Where you been, mate? Nice of you to pop in earlier. Oz did pop in earlier when I was trying to sort out my football thing. Oz was there. Not helping. He was there. Putting it in. Putting the hours in. Cole, you've missed so much tonight, mate. You're in at the end. You've missed everything. You've missed the excerpt about the village, which you would have related to. You missed the poem about first day at school, which you would also relate to, because you had one of them. You love hearing all of this about Tollsbury. I knew Mary and Kevin. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, to talk about. Those of you who don't know Tollsbury, it was an idyllic little village, a little marine village. And it's the sort of village that it would make quite a good story, I think, quite a good drama, wouldn't it, I think? You know what I mean? I think it would. Because I don't know about you guys, I used to think it was the end of the earth, because you can't go any further. You're in the River Blackburn. I thought the world was a straight line. So I genuinely thought Tollsbury was the end of the world. It feels like the end of the world. But I really genuinely thought that. It was a great place. I'm glad that you love hearing it. I hope everyone else does. Those of you who don't live there, I hope you enjoy hearing about it too, because you learn maybe one day. Do you know what? People who don't know about Tollsbury, go there. Now you know about it. Go there. Go to the pub. Say you know me. Nothing will happen. You might get a drink out of it. Probably not. But, go to the post office. Go. How many shops in the village now? Go in the bakers. There's still 8 bakers. There used to be 2. I doubt there's 2 now. But, you know, loved it. Loved Mark Bring. But you know, that's what that's all about. So, folks. So, I'm winding down there. One road in, one road out. That's right in. That's right in. There's often classed as a back of beyond, but I love it. And I know you're still there, Alison. I know you're still there. But I'd still be there, but for the lack of women. True story. I would still be in the village, but it's simple. When we were teenagers, there were only a few girls. That's it. And in my year, unless you were Robert Swain or Kevin Brayshaw, in my year, then 2 had the best girls. I was some way down the pecking order. By the time it got to me, we'd run out of girls, basically. Sarah, you know what I'm talking about. In my year, that's how it works. That's how it works. I wasn't high enough up the pecking order to stay in the village. But I'd been more attractive, I'd still be there. Or if there'd been more girls, one of the 2. But no, I had to hitchhike out the village to Malden and to Colchester to find girls. And that's otherwise I'd still be in the village. I'm in Walthamstow now. That's how far I bloody had to go. My wife's from Sheffield, mate. That's how far I ended up having to go. I think that's how attractive you are. Is basically how far you have to go to get a wife, isn't it? Basically. It doesn't say much for me, does it? Sheffield. That's how far I had to go. Believe now. Christ. How hideous. Oh, blimey. That's sad. It's a sad indictment, isn't it? But go and sort myself out. Imagine having to go that way, was it? About 170 miles I had to go to get a wife. No, my first one, to be fair, was Baddow. Great Baddow. But that's still quite a way, isn't it? It's still quite in Tollsbury. You know. You Tollsbury boys who married Tollsbury girls, you must be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful men. I envy you. You beautiful men, you. Right, menu. Right, listen, I'm waffling now. It must be dinner time. So, people, come back tomorrow. You went to... Have you ever been married, Paul? Anyway, when did I leave Tollsbury? 1985. Pretty much. Fucking pen. Come and nick our best with you. Did I, Bill? Came and nicked your best. I don't think I've ever been out with a girl from Abridge, to be honest. Have I? I probably need to give that a bit of thought. I'm not sure. I didn't think you had, Paul. No. So what did you mean? Oh, Martin, how you doing, buddy? You all right? Martin, sober is fun. And it is. You know me, people. You know I don't drink. I have a lot of fun, don't I? I do. Don't I? Have a lot of fun. Knock it on the head. I don't want to get preachy. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, you know. I have a laugh. Chicken. Is that so? Have you got some sort of bet going on, Wayne, with Steve or Christine, that every night you'll say chicken? Don't say that, Simon. No, don't say that. No, Simon. Or is it because you found a wife out of the... I mean, if you went to Kent to find a wife and you love her, and then that's different. That's good. But other than that, no. Don't say that about Tollsbury, mate. Do you mean that? Really? That's in you? People who moved out of Tollsbury, how do you feel? Yeah, I mean, because we're talking about the people who live in Tollsbury and are glad they live there, but the people who moved out, I know Sarah would love to be there again. Have I got chicken again? No. Now you mention it. I had steak last night. What do I've got for dinner? I don't know what I've got for dinner tonight. To be honest, shall I find out? Shall I find out what I've got for dinner? Hang on, stay there. Colette? Colette, what's for dinner? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, it's chicken, yeah. It's all right, thanks, yeah. Yeah, it's chicken. It's chicken, yeah. It's chicken. Sorry, it's chicken. But, you know, I mean, to be fair, you know, I've had steak, beef, I didn't have fish. Why didn't I have the fish? It's because I had chicken, I think. But, we have other stuff. It's just, you know, chicken's in abundance, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not fried, by the way. Hi, Pete, how you doing? We were just talking about Tollsbury. £10 on chicken. You're having bets on what I've got for dinner. You don't get good odds on chicken, though, will you? You know what I mean? So if you want to put a bet on a vegetarian meal. Well, don't do that. But you get the odds will be very long, and one day maybe I'll have one. I've actually got someone. I've got this app. Someone was talking about what I eat. Tell you what, someone noticed. You know when I do the guests and I do a bit of a dance, someone pointed out how out of breath I get, and she said to me, "Are you asthmatic?" I said, "Well, yeah, in as much as I am, but I'm not one of these people who has asthma attacks and all that." She said, "I bet you're not. I bet it's your diet." So she said, "Gerry, do a food diary and tell me what you're eating." So that's what I've been doing. That's all. That's what that is. But it's quite interesting. But it's very difficult to do a food diary, I find, isn't it? Because you've got to do everything you eat, and I've got to send it to her. And yeah, I am heavy. Yeah, and I'm running out of juice. Thanks for the 2 hearts. 2 hearts, just one. Phil Collins. Anyway, yeah, you're right. I've had enough. It's dinner time. You're lovely. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, probably Cher or Whitney Houston. Probably not both, but you never know. But either way, I'll certainly be here with a poem about... Oh, you didn't, Kim, you didn't tell me. Kim needs to tell me. And, yeah, Trace. Who's my guest? Well, not tomorrow, obviously. Just tell me privately then, it doesn't matter. But I'm off. Love you all. Hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow. Night night. One fish. Press it harder, Joe. Press it.